Alright, so I just recorded this whole thing, then realized that I didn't actually hit the start record button. So, now I'm re-recording it. Pretty unfortunate. So we got a pretty decent, pretty alright team comp. It's 2-2-2, which is best for Magik, but it's also 2 dive tanks, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we've got 2 really good healers, and a Namor, which works really well with Magik, so it's not too bad. So, start off, throw a little slash, which I miss everybody with. Start by looking at that squirrel girl, but I don't go for her. I throw a demon on the Hulk, but he just flies away from it. And that was a stupid dash by me, and I managed to miss everybody, so it did nothing, and it just put me in a lot of danger. And honestly, I should have died there, but I got pretty lucky that, yeah, I got pretty lucky. So this was actually my rank up game back to plat, so it's pretty good. I throw a slash right into the invisible woman's shield, and I do manage to pick off that Bucky pretty nicely. I go back for this Squirrel Girl, which we managed to pick off. I send a dash at the Spider-Man, and then he gets killed by the Namor, so it's really nice. I get a nice shot at the Invis woman. I should have thrown a slash, but she disappeared anyways, because she has 275 HP. I just ignored this Hulk, so didn't get to get any stats from the kill, which they should change that. But it doesn't really matter that much to me. So I take out the Spider-Man. I don't actually end up being the one to take him out, but I get sniped by the Squirrel Girl, so it's pretty unfortunate. But I do believe I am back in time for after my team takes the point, so it's pretty good.
This is nothing.
The frame, I don't know why the frame rate is so bad, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that, but I don't really know how to fix it. I get a new PC in May, so it'll be better then, but for now, this is what I'm stuck with, unfortunately. But yeah, so they portal in, so I throw a demon at that door so that they can't be super aggressive, so that they have to go all the way around. They cloak and dagger ult, but we counter that with our own cloak and dagger ult. I unfortunately missed the pick on the Invis woman. Honestly, I should have ran into the Invis woman ult, because maybe I could have. Actually, no, it was the other team's Invis woman ult. Never mind. So that would have done nothing. So honestly, I was probably dead anyways. And I just kind of ran into the Spider-Man ult, trying to get away. But it's probably for the best, because now I'm back with my team. And I have my ult, so I'm planning on using it on this push. Throw a dash or a slash, which I completely miss. Slash it in. I unfortunately get stopped by the Squirrel Girl, but that means that I do get to keep my dash, so it's pretty nice. I try to take that with the Bucky, but I somehow suck at aiming with a melee character. But yeah, so then I ult, and I go straight for the squishies. I unfortunately portal in the wrong area, but I still managed in the wrong direction, but I still managed to get a nice dash, which gets a kill. And I finish off the squishies and manage to take out the strange too for a quad kill. Pretty nice. I thought I heard someone over here. I did hear someone over there. They were up there, but they did not show themselves, so I just kind of wasted that slash. But it doesn't really matter that much because it's already back. And my frames dropped extremely, so that's why I got sniped there. Because I just could not see what was going on. So that was unfortunate. But my team manages to hold down the point pretty nicely, fortunately. After the first checkpoint, I was at 9-2 with 5 final hits, and then 3 because of that stupid, I don't know if it's even a glitch, I wouldn't even call it that, just my computer being a piece of shit. So they ult a lot, so I just kind of run away to not die. I throw a demon to cover my tracks, and I throw a slash, which I completely hit a wall with. Missed the dash on the Invis woman, but I probably wouldn't have killed her anyways. But fortunately, I'm able to distract them until my team gets back, so it's actually not too bad. I get pretty low, but I get healed. And then I go for the Squirrel Girl. She runs away before I can actually hit her with my dash, unfortunately, so I don't get the kill. And I think I do go down here. Yeah, yeah, I got killed by the Bucky ult, which was unfortunate. Now, Cloak and Dagger ults to save it. If you're a Cloak and Dagger main, just so that you know, if you don't, you probably know already, but I don't know if this Cloak and Dagger knew. Your ult doesn't stack anymore. So going back and forth, like as of season 1.5, so going back and forth does not help anything, unless you're trying to just make it last longer. I unfortunately get ulted by Spider-Man. That was a pretty good ult by him. I should have hit my shift, but I unfortunately do not. Our invis woman managed to take out those two squishies though. So I dash in, my team is holding it down while I am playing not great, but I lock in around here. So I just go and I get some damage. I dash in hoping to just connect with somebody, which I'm not sure if that's a great idea, but you know, it's what I did. I go for this invis woman. I think I do get the kill. Or no, I get them mostly down, then my teammate gets the kill. I noticed that I'm at 98% ult charge, but we are outnumbered, so I go off and flank to use my ult to hold down the point for a little bit longer. I wait until my cap goes down so that I wait until they're all distracted on my caps, and to make sure that they don't know I'm there. So I managed to start off with the Squirrel Girl, and I take out the Bucky as well. And then I believe I take out one more person. Oh, I do not. I only take out 2 people there. But it was enough time for my team to get back, and fortunately I got healed in time because I was getting like hit. Again, this Strange does not know that melees go through shields, I think. So he was just holding the shield in front of me as I was just doing damage to him. So we get a cat ult, so I'm trying to stay in that as best as possible. I almost get a good pick on the Squirrel Girl, but she gets away with one of her 2 really good bailout abilities. We get an invis woman ult, and my frame rate is terrible, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I get a nice pick on their invis woman, and miss the slash on the Strange, but it didn't really matter. It would have just been stat padding at that point. So after the first round, I am at 14-5 with 8 final hits. Tied for the most elims in the lobby, and I have the most final hits and most damage on my team. So not too bad, not too bad. We get a Luna Snow, so that helps our name war. And in my opinion, after the nerf from season 1.5, her ult is now far better than Cloak and Daggers. Cloak and Daggers is still good, but it's not nearly as good as it used to be. Luna's ult has always been the best in the game for supports, but now compared to Cloak and Dagger, it's just so much better. Because it does have that switch with the damage, and it does have massive healing, and it can move. So, and you can't stack Cloak and Daggers anymore, of course. So yeah, let's just set up, waiting for the other team. It's 20 seconds, so I'm just going to talk a little bit, because if I skip forwards, then my frames will drop even more. I am sorry about the frame rate, but there's not really much I could do. I tried optimizing it, but it looks fine on my computer, but I'm looking over at the recording software, and I'm looking over at OBS, and it looks like I'm getting about 2 frames per second. But you know, so I completely whiffed that slash. I know this is nearly unwatchable. I pinged this Spider-Man. I try to go for him, but I do hit him with the slash. I hear that this Strange portal's in, so I go for him, and I go for his team. Fortunately, the Bucky was not that good, so he didn't take me out there. We take out the Cloak and Dagger, and the Strange is still floating, but I went to dash for him. He got pinged, so I thought he was still up there. I was expecting him to fly out, but he didn't, so I kind of wasted slash, but it didn't really matter that much. I dash over to him. He doesn't know that melee goes through shields. I should have been hitting a melee in between each shot. I'm not too sure why I didn't. I hit the Spider-Man with a slash, and then I tried to chase him down, which, Spider-Man is far faster than me and would just swing away, so I don't really know why I did that, and he did swing away. But I jump in, throw a demon on this, get a couple slashes, walk out, get a really nice pick on the Spider-Man, and I just kind of sit back with my team while the other team advances, throw in some slashes in, to do some damage. I get away from the Scarlet Witch ult, another no skill character with an insane ult, but you can just get away from it. I don't actually hate that ult too much, like when going against it, because it's pretty easy to get away from. Do I ult here? I don't think I ult here. I completely whiffed the dash, but fortunately I'm able to get back into my Luna's ult. And I actually managed to kill the Invisible Woman, accidentally, I'll be honest, but by combining with the Namor ult, I take out the Scarlet Witch for the triple kill, which is pretty nice, and I think that our Captain America was doing some work up there on the back line, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so now we're just waiting again as we wipe their team. I believe our Captain America ult's ready to out now. I got pulled in, but fortunately managed to get out alive, which was actually kind of surprising. I thought I was dead for sure. Completely whiffed the slash, you know, and then completely whiffed the dash. But you know, happens, I guess. I thought our Cap ulted. Does he even have his ult? Yeah, he does. Oh yeah, he ults right now. So I dive in with him to get some kills. Unfortunately, the Bucky gets away, but I drop a demon in. And I'm just sitting up. I'm just realizing now that your health can go over 400 if you're in the Captain America ult. So I did not know that. So my team gets like fully ulted. I was just hiding because I was pretty sure I got hit solo by the Bucky ult, so I was just hiding for that to run out. But unfortunately my team gets hit with like 4 ults at the same time. So I know that the Squirrel Girl knew I was here, so I was just kind of waiting for her to peek, but I forgot that she had 275 HP. I thought that she had 250, so I hit her with a melee. I should have hit her with the slash even if she did have 250 HP, because I knew I was dying anyways, and it would have just guaranteed the kill. But I did not do that, so she gets away with 1 HP, which is pretty unfortunate.
Anyone willing to help?
But I managed to get back to my team in time, so that they're not at too much of a disadvantage for too long. The other team's playing very timid, so it was pretty easy for them to hold them off. Squirrel Girl ult, hate that shit. They should bring it back to how it was in Season 0, when it didn't actually target people, so you had to like at least kind of aim it. You can just throw it randomly brain dead like you can with her bombs. But you know, what can you do? If I were able to choose one nerf in the whole game, I would not choose that. I would choose Bucky not getting his overhealth when he uses his abilities. I'm fine with him getting it in his ult, you know, it's his ult and whatever, but the fact that he gets it from using any of his abilities, he doesn't even have to land them, is kind of overpowered. But I do manage to take him out. But yeah, like he can just hit E, like he doesn't even need to hit anybody, he can just hit the E button. So I missed the dash on the invis woman, which is unfortunate because then it would have cancelled her ult, but it doesn't really matter because I don't even think they killed any of us during that. I managed to push back, me and Captain America managed to push back the team as their Cloak and Dagger ults, so they can't use it. I get hit by a Squirrel Girl, so I just go back and try to get healed. We take out the invis woman, which is pretty nice. We got the ult. I should have come in faster. I accidentally canceled my slash, but honestly, they killed it. It would have just been stat padding. Going for the Bucky was the right decision, and now I get to keep my slash, although it would have come back by now. You know, Squirrel Girl throwing random acorns everywhere because, you know, they can't do anything else because they're terrible at the game. But yeah, so just sitting around waiting for them to advance. I have my ult, so I believe I use it around here. Yeah, I use it right now. I managed to get 2 picks. I got ulted by the strange, but I managed to survive. And I made the bad assumption of assuming that my my Luna Snow was coming up with me, but they were not. Which was the better decision because, I mean, like, I think that going up with me would have been the better decision, but honestly, if I was playing Luna Snow, I probably would have made the same decision of going back to my team, because there were multiple people back, and I know that she probably doesn't play Magic, or they probably don't play Magic, so they don't really know how the ult works, so they didn't know that getting not following me up would have probably killed those two heroes, but it's alright. We managed to take out the Scarlet inside the Invis Woman's ult with just me damaging her, and then the Namor ult. I'm following the cap around in his ult, and then I abandoned it because I was trying to hold off this Cloak and Dagger because I knew that they ulted and it was in overtime, but then they didn't actually end up going to their point, so it didn't really matter anyways. And we come out with the win. I do not get MVP, unfortunately. Okay, really? I don't know why it's doing that. The Invis Woman gets MVP. Played a really good game, so I'm not mad about that or anything. So yeah, so finished the game with the most elims and the most final hits, going 28-8 with 18 final hits, 18k damage, which is the most on my team, which is pretty good. Not most in the lobby, because I don't remember what this guy was, Scarlet Witch, and I don't remember what they were in the first round. I don't think they had the Scarlet Witch in the first round, so they had a lot of damage, you know. So they got most damage, Bucky, good amount of damage, you know, 18k damage, that's pretty good. Healers went really good healers, honestly. Yeah, played a great game. I think a couple of hiccups, but overall, not too bad. Alright, if you actually made it to the end of this, why? I'm really just making these for myself, and hopefully when I improve, I will be able to look back at these when I'm like a future pro, because, you know, it's gonna happen. But yeah, hopefully I keep making these, and yeah. Score girl only going 17-11 because they can't play the game. 16-14 Bucky. Bucky's a good pick, but he couldn't play, so he was trash. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, if you made it to the end, I'm sorry about the video quality, and the audio quality is probably also shit. But yeah, thank you for watching if you did.